Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, fire marshals are investigating a fatal fire in industry. Maine Department of Public Safety spokesperson Shannon Moss says fire marshals were called to 14 Mose Cove Road around 2 o'clock this morning. A family of 4 lived in the home. The mother and 2 children, ages 6 and 10, were able to make it out safely after waking up to the sound of the smoke alarm. Moss says the father did not make it out. His remains were taken to a local funeral home to be examined. Moss says the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but there is no evidence of foul play. Fairfield police are investigating a robbery at a convenience store. Public Information Officer Casey Dugas with the Fairfield Police Department says they received a report of an armed robbery at the Circle K located at 149 Norridge Walk Road just before 2:30 this morning. Dugas says when law enforcement officers arrived, the suspects had already fled the scene. A Hamden man pleaded guilty in U.S. District Court today to possessing child sexual abuse materials. According to a release from the Department of Justice, 31-year-old Kevin McVicar possessed child pornography on his cellular device, among other electronic devices. The images and videos were obtained from the internet and online forums. McVicar faces up to 20 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, and up to a lifetime of supervised release. Meanwhile, Bangor police and fire rescue responded to a rollover crash on State Street this morning. According to Sergeant Jason McCambly, a 44-year-old woman suffered a medical event while traveling down State Street, which caused her to lose control of her vehicle. The woman's vehicle went up an embankment and then rolled over onto its side. McCambly says the woman suffered non-life-threatening injuries and she was transported to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center for evaluation. A multi-vehicle crash on Route 1A was one of 3 incidents to occur in one day on the same road. The Holden Police Department says a male driver allegedly passed multiple motorists and then struck a vehicle before losing control and hitting a tree. They say the driver was transported to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Another passenger was treated for minor injuries.
3 cars, very busy road in the summertime in Maine, and sometimes people get impatient. And I don't know the circumstances yet. This is still under investigation, but passing multiple cars in a do not pass lane where there's lots of traffic is the recipe for trouble.
Holden Police Department urges everyone to follow the rules of the road and drive safely. An attempt to locate a wanted person in Waldo County ended with 3 people being arrested. On August 4th, state police went to School Ridge Road in Liberty, where they found 27-year-old Cole Libby at his home and arrested him on warrants from 3 different counties. Troopers say Libby was also allegedly in possession of approximately 50 grams of fentanyl. They found several firearms in his home, as well as drug scales and approximately $8,500 in suspected drug proceeds. 28-year-old Felicia Glidden and 56-year-old Randall Smith, both of Liberty, were also in the home. Both are convicted felons. Police say Glidden was allegedly in possession of meth and prescription drugs. Smith allegedly possessed methamphetamine, $1,700 in suspected drug proceeds, and 2 pistols. After searching the residence, troopers found numerous high-value stolen items, including a Can-Am side-by-side and a cannon. Libby, Glidden, and Smith are facing several charges, including drug trafficking, all 3 out on bail. The investigation remains ongoing, and if you know anyone with any connection to the missing items, you can contact the Maine State Police at 624-7076. 2 2.8 magnitude earthquakes took place near Centerville, Maine. The first one happened on Thursday morning around 11:29. The second one happened around 7:09 Thursday night. Both took place very close to one another in between Columbia Falls and Jonesboro. According to Alice Kelly of the University of Maine's School of Earth and Sciences, this type of earthquake might have rattled the dishes in your home. Could have also seemed more like a large truck passing by, depending on where you were. Kelly says, surprisingly enough, the earthquakes are a byproduct of the Ice Age. The Maine CDC has identified a case of monkeypox in a Maine resident under the age of 18. This is the first reported case of pediatric monkeypox in the state. The CDC is working to identify any others who may have been exposed and make the vaccine available to close contacts. Maine has received the monkeypox vaccine from the federal government, and it's making it available to close contacts of identified cases, as well as those at risk of transmitting monkeypox or becoming seriously ill. A statement from the Maine CDC says cases in people under 18 remain rare, and the risk to the public is low. Meanwhile, the National Institutes of Health announced a 5-year, $20 million research grant to Maine Health, University of Vermont, and the University of Southern Maine. That money will go towards expanding the work done by the Northern New England Clinical and Translational Research Network and improving community health in New England through biomedical research. Funding from the NIH will help with investing in professional development for young researchers, new pilot programs to create preventable disease treatments, and community engagements throughout the New England area. In receiving the grant, Maine Health senior scientist Clifford Rosen says it would allow them to make an even greater impact in the region.
We reach out to all the primary care practices across northern New England, and we try to support research efforts among their practices and try to listen to what are the needs of the communities.
Rosen and his peers first received the grant in 2017 before having it renewed this year. The U.S. Drought Monitor reports Maine's third consecutive year of drought. A.J. Douglas spoke to an expert who explains what's driving the problem.
What we're seeing this year is kind of an extension of dry conditions below normal snowpack over a few years and some below normal precipitation this year.
Nick Stoulis works as a Maine field office chief for the New England Science Center. The organization provides information to federal and state agencies on water resources. Stoulis says Maine needs prolonged rain to remedy this ongoing issue.
Thunderstorms passing through that are dropping a lot of rain in a really short amount of time. And with how dry the ground is in most of Maine right now, it's so hard packed that the water from that intense rain can't infiltrate down into the soil. So we're not getting a lot of benefit.
Reports of dry wells are one of many major impacts of the continued drought. The Maine Drought Task Force reported 38 dry wells so far this year.
Half of the state's residents rely on wells, domestic wells for their water. If those wells are having issues supplying water, it impacts their ability to bathe and cook and clean and do all of the things that they need to do.
Mainers can visit our website at foxbangor.com to learn more about how to report a dry well and apply for assistance resources. A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
All right, and a very comfortable day out there with the humidity dropping a little bit. But what's to come for the weekend and ahead? We'll take a first look at our forecast now.
Thank you, Peter. Your first weather today is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. Taking a look at the lows for tonight, they're slightly below average. Bangor is sitting at 54 degrees. Our average for this time of the year for the lows is around 58. As we move on, we can see in the radar right now, we're in the clear. We do have some increasing cloud cover coming from the south, moving up north, but really it's not going to bring too much cloud cover in. It's going to just bring some, partly cloudy skies. Looking into the futurecast, though, we do have some showers that may linger over our area after a big storm to the east brings a lot of rain around the coast, but it may still linger into our area. Looking at the overnight planner for tonight, we're going to start off in the low 60s around midnight, and then those will continue to drop into the upper 50s, and then by 6 a.m. we should see some sunshine. Peter?
Alrighty, thanks so much. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, a food pantry in LaGrange is looking for donations to help families in the area. And today marks the first of a 3-day Jurassic Quest event at the Cross Insurance Center. We'll take you there after the break.
Timberland Herbal Connections, your locally owned dispensary. Timberland Herbal Connections is located across the street from the Waterfront Pavilion right off Main Street. Don't want to leave home? Timberland Herbal Connections is now offering delivery in the greater Bangor area.
Bruce Poliquin has always fought to protect Maine residents and businesses. That's why he spoke out against a Washington scheme to let the IRS spy on Maine bank accounts. Washington bureaucrats want to monitor our transactions, take more of our money, and ignore our privacy. But Bruce Poliquin is fighting back. Call Bruce and tell him to keep up the fight. He's standing up for Maine and keeping the government out of our bank accounts.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
I've been having foot pain for at least 10 years. The first day I put the key boot on, I could tell the difference. My pain level has been so much better. I was amazed. The key boots made it possible for me to actually walk without pain. I can go shopping, walking around the store without wanting to cry. I mean, I feel like dancing sometimes. The key boots made all the difference. Very happy with it. Comfort shoes, it's just changed my life.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, you'll find all the products and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Timberland Herbal Connections, your locally owned dispensary. Timberland Herbal Connections is located across the street from the Waterfront Pavilion right off Main Street. Don't want to leave home? Timberland Herbal Connections is now offering delivery in the greater Bangor area.
Judge and the Yankees battle Bogarts and the rival Red Sox. It's Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
We are the first family of country music. Just watch.
Monarch series premiere September 11th on Fox.
Welcome back. CMP's plan to raise rates is again coming under fire from some customers and the governor. CMP is defending its plan. Brad Rogers looks at why CMP says it needs the money and why the governor and others are so against it.
The Powering Maine plan proposes a rate plan that's less than half the cost of inflation right now.
Central Maine Power is proposing a $5 rate increase in the first year, increasing to $10 a month by the third year, or $120 a year per customer.
They're trying to make us poor.
Carol Merrill spends a lot of time on her porch. Inside, there's only one air conditioner that her family only runs at night to keep their electric bill down. She's against CMP's proposed rate hike.
I just think they don't need any more money. And I don't want to give them any more money.
CMP says part of the increase will go toward replacing aging poles and reducing outages.
This is important, particularly in the face of increasingly volatile and frequent storms due to climate change.
People can't afford it. It's hard enough to live as it is right now.
Tanisha Conley is a stay-at-home mom with 3 children. She says on her husband's income, their budget is already tight.
Everything costs so much more. Food costs more. Gas costs more. You know, the rent is insane right now. It's not a good time.
You know, it's never a right time to increase costs. But the grid needs to be maintained, and it needs to be done in such a way so that it serves Mainers.
This senior on a fixed income says this is no time for CMP to ask for a rate hike.
That would be put a strain on everybody, since everybody has to pay more for things like gas and groceries at this time.
CMP says the rate hike will also help Maine meet its climate change goals by transforming the grid to enable the interconnection of solar and other renewable energy sources.
We have hundreds of solar projects in queue trying to connect to the grid, and it requires a really fundamental change in the way the grid operates.
Governor Mills opposes the proposed rate increase, particularly the timing, saying high energy prices are already hurting Mainers. CMP says it has no control over energy prices, but can control its reliability and service to customers.
That was Brad Rogers reporting. Meanwhile, in an effort to reduce plastic in the environment, the Beth C. Wright Cancer Center is teaming up with Shaw's for their reusable bag program in the month of August. With every $3 reusable bag purchased, $1 will be donated back to a nonprofit in the local area. It's an easy way for shoppers to give back to their communities and the environment as part of their regular shopping routines. If a shopper does not direct the donation within 7 days, the $1 donation will automatically be directed to a nonprofit chosen each month by store leadership. For more information, you can check out shaws.bagsformycause.com. A food pantry in LaGrange is looking for donations and is doing what it can to help feed families in the area. Our Matthew Jurancic has more.
This is what they live off of, what they get at the food pantry. This is it. There's no extra.
Those are the words from LaGrange Blue Cross's head volunteer Diana Salisbury as her group at the Blue Cross Food Cupboard received less food than expected from retailers like BJ's and Target. Located off Bennick Road in LaGrange, the food pantry's mission is to help families in the greater LaGrange area who suffer from food insecurity.
Our ministry is to feed people, and to me, that's everything. That's why we're all here.
Volunteer Will Druin says the pantry's need for donations is more urgent now than ever.
We usually have anywhere from 50 to 75 families, and then on Saturday, we have anywhere from 75 to 150 families. And we also have like about 500 families that we serve periodically. And we're getting more and more each and every week.
Consisting of fridges filled with perishable food, shelf-stable food, and boxes with fresh produce, LaGrange Food Pantry does the best it can with its current situation. Volunteers at the organization say besides not having enough food, their fridges are outdated and not energy efficient, and the pantry does not have enough money for these upgrades. Yet through these tough times, Druin knows he can rely on his peers to make magic happen.
I'm so thankful for the people that come here and donate their time with me. I can count on them. And that means a lot too, because you cannot run a food cupboard without the people.
When they look at me with tears in their eyes and tell me this is what they're going to eat for the week, yeah, it's worth it all.
LaGrange Food Pantry is always looking for donations, and if you're interested in donating, feel free to head to Governor's Restaurant Bakery in Old Town on the 22nd between 4 and 8 p.m., where there will be raffle prizes that are auctioned off, shelf-stable food collected, and even donating 10% of all proceeds. Reporting from LaGrange, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
All right, and coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, a Florida judge rules to unseal the warrant that authorized the FBI search of former President Donald Trump's home. And a look at what Democrats call the Inflation Reduction Act. We'll have those stories and much more after this.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
When I married my late husband, who was a widower, I took on his beautiful daughters as my own. The chaos of raising 5 girls while working full-time didn't exactly prepare me to govern during turbulent times, but it helped. I learned to listen and work together because no one has a monopoly on solutions in a family or in a state. That's why we brought Democrats, Republicans, and Independents together to move Maine forward. Girls, some things just don't change.
You don't have to worry about gas prices with the new Kia from Van Sickle. Choose from the affordable 2022 Kia Forte EPA at 39 miles per gallon or the Kia Niro Hybrid EPA rated at 53 mpg. The new all-wheel drive Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid EPA rated at 79 mpge. Or check out the stunning all-new all-wheel drive 2023 Kia Sportage and get the peace of mind that comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ presents the latest in photo booth technology with the all-new 2022 Air Booth. Print out everyone's pictures in beautiful full-color photos and have them sent directly to your phone. The new Air Booth is available for weddings, birthdays, class reunions, anniversaries, and corporate events with some of the best and most fun props around. You can book the Air Booth, Limousine, and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deals. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Following a week of speculation, we now know what was in the search warrant and the property receipt from the raid at Mar-a-Lago. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has details from Washington.
The warrant has been unsealed after both the Justice Department and the former president agreed it should be, but it still doesn't give us the full story of why the raid had to happen.
We're learning more about what FBI agents took from Mar-a-Lago, according to the warrant and property list unsealed by a Florida judge. They retrieved 11 sets of classified information, including documents marked top secret, secret, confidential, and a very tightly controlled designation classified, top secret, sensitive, compartmented information. There was information on the French president, binders of photos, and a handwritten note. The warrant said, quote, the locations to be searched include the 45 office, all storage rooms, and all other rooms or areas within the premises used or available to be used by the former president and his staff, and in which boxes or documents could be stored. Neither the Justice Department nor Team Trump will say what is in the documents after reports suggested they were nuclear documents. President Trump claimed online everything was declassified and in secure storage. He called the reports a hoax. Florida federal judge Bruce Reinhart signed the warrant on August 5th. The raid took place on August 8th.
Releasing the warrant and the list are not going to answer these concerns. Attorney General Garland should release the affidavit.
The affidavit, which would show why the early morning raid was necessary, remains sealed. It would have the most sensitive information. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
House Democrats passed the Inflation Reduction Act, a sweeping spending bill which aims to lower health care costs, combat climate change, and reduce the deficit. Republicans, however, argue the bill will do exactly the opposite of what it's intended to do. Fox's Madeline Rivera reports from Washington.
The motion is adopted.
The House took a break from August recess for a one-day vote that Democrats will say will have an impact for years to come.
There are a few days in the congressional career that feel truly historic. For me, this is one of them.
Democrats passed their health care, climate, and tax bill, dubbed the Inflation Reduction Act. The move handing a major victory for the party and for President Biden, whose Build Back Better agenda has remained stalled in Congress for about 18 months. The roughly $700 billion package is far less than what the president and progressives had initially called for, but they'll take it.
Today, we make good on our promise to take on climate change and climate justice with historic investments in green technologies that will cut carbon emissions by 40% by 2030.
The legislation also requires large corporations to pay a 15% minimum tax, and it aims to lower Medicare drug costs, capping out-of-pocket spending at $2,000 a month. That provision long coveted by those on fixed incomes, some of whom shell out thousands of dollars a year on prescription drugs.
That's not sustainable when an average benefit is around $1,650.
Republicans, however, argue spending hundreds of billions of dollars is exactly the opposite of what the government should do when the economy is already running hot.
Just as you cannot drink yourself sober, you cannot spend your way out of inflation.
The political jockeying has already begun. While Democrats say the bill gives them momentum heading into the midterms, Republicans are playing up all the extra spending, some of it on thousands of new IRS agents. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Law enforcement is investigating what prompted an attempt to storm an FBI field office in Ohio, and they're now combing the armed suspect's social media history for clues. Fox's Garrett Tenney has more.
The FBI is investigating an attempted breach of its field office in Cincinnati, Ohio Thursday that ended with the armed suspect, 42-year-old Ricky Schiffer Jr., getting shot and killed after an hours-long standoff with law enforcement.
The suspect then did raise a firearm toward law enforcement, and shots were fired by law enforcement.
In their search for a motive, investigators are now pouring through the suspect's social media presence, where accounts they believe could belong to him have made concerning posts, including this one the morning after the FBI's raid at Mar-a-Lago this week, where the user urged others to, quote, kill the FBI. And then another one posted about an hour after Schiffer tried to breach the FBI's field office that said, well, I thought I had a way through bulletproof glass, and I didn't. If you don't hear from me, it is true. I tried attacking the FBI. That account on Truth Social was created just a few weeks ago, and the Trump-backed social media site tells Fox it removed that last post within hours of it being made, saying, quote, Truth Social does not tolerate violent threats or incitement on our platform. We work to immediately remove any such post from Truth Social and cooperate with law enforcement. Truth Social isn't the only social media site authorities are looking into, though. They are also focusing on a Facebook video, which reportedly shows Schiffer at a pro-Trump rally in Washington a day before the January 6 Capitol riot, and a Twitter account with the same name allegedly claiming he was at the storming of the Capitol. Fox has not independently verified those accounts. We've also learned Schiffer was a Navy veteran, serving from 1998 to 2003, spending most of that time aboard an attack-class submarine. In Chicago, I'm Garrett Tenney, Fox News.
New York State Police say a man ran up onto stage and attacked renowned author Salman Rushdie and also the man interviewing him at an event at the Chautauqua Institution. Fox's Brian Yennis has the latest from Chautauqua, New York.
Author Salman Rushdie stabbed on stage at an event in western New York. Witnesses say a man stormed the stage at the Chautauqua Institution where Rushdie was about to give a lecture. The suspect allegedly attacking Rushdie as he was being introduced. Police say the 75-year-old novelist fell to the floor and was airlifted to a local hospital, suffering from an apparent stab wound to the neck. A state trooper at the scene took the suspect into custody.
I thought that he was stabbed about 6 to 8 times before they were able to grab a hold of the perpetrator.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul reacted to the attack, praising first responders at the scene who assisted Rushdie and apprehended the suspect.
I want to commend the state police. It was a state police officer who stood up and saved his life, protected him, as well as the moderator who was attacked as well.
Rushdie is a well-known author and winner of the world's top literary prizes. His writings have led to death threats. His book, The Satanic Verses, has been banned in Iran since 1988, as many Muslims consider the work blasphemous. Iran has offered over $3 million in reward money for anyone who kills Rushdie.
Here's an individual who has spent decades speaking truth to power. Someone who's been out there unafraid, despite the threats that have followed him his entire adult life, it seems.
Rushdie is in surgery, but his condition is unknown at this time. The interviewer that was on stage with Rushdie suffered a minor head injury. In Chautauqua, New York, Brian Yennis, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, United Way of Eastern Maine partners with Penquist to bring back the Fill the Bus event. And in sports, Maine field hockey is back for its 2022 season. And as defending conference champs, the expectations remain high for the Black Bears. We'll be right back.
I did what I did to save my son. But this is not who I am.
The Cleaning Lady. Watch the entire first season before new episodes this fall.
Now you can buy a certified pre-owned vehicle with confidence at every turn. Meet Ford Blue Advantage. Browse our massive inventory online anytime. Then check out our vehicles in person at your Ford dealer. See, touch, drive before you buy. And get a certified inspection, a Ford-backed warranty, Carfax report, a money-back guarantee, and 31,000 factory-trained technicians to service your Ford after the sale. Ford Blue Advantage. Certified pre-owned vehicle buying built for you.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. With the push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
In life, many things matter. Black lives matter. Asian and Caucasian lives matter. Police officers and firefighters matter. Youngsters and senior citizen lives matter. Think about it. Every life matters. And it all begins, first in Maine and everywhere, when the protection of the unborn matters.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
Emmy and Tony-nominated actress Anne Heche, best known for roles in 6 Days, 7 Nights and Donnie Brasco, has died following a severe car crash on Friday. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin takes a look back at her career.
Actress Anne Heche has passed away at the age of 53 after a fiery car crash August 5th left her in a coma. In a statement to Deadline August 8th, Heche's rep said she was in extreme critical condition with significant injuries to her lungs and burns that require surgical intervention, adding she had not regained consciousness since shortly after the accident. According to Los Angeles police, Heche sped through a T-shaped intersection and ran into a house in Mar Vista. The crash started a fire that took nearly 60 firefighters to extinguish. The woman who lived in the house survived along with her pets. No other injuries were reported. Detectives are investigating the crash. Heche started her career on the soap opera Another World, for which she won a Daytime Emmy. Anne found big screen fame in the 90s with films including Donnie Brasco, Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones, and 6 Days, 7 Nights opposite Harrison Ford. From 1997 to 2000, her relationship with Ellen DeGeneres was in the public eye. In 2001, she released a memoir called Call Me Crazy, opening up about her struggles with mental health and childhood abuse. In 2002, she made her Broadway debut with the show Proof, and in 2004, she was nominated for a Tony for her performance in 20th Century. In most recent years, Heche joined Dancing with the Stars, Chicago PD, and starred in movies including Vanished and 13 Minutes. She also co-hosted a podcast called Better Together with her friend Heather Duffy. A mother of two, Anne had a son from her marriage to camera operator Coleman LaFoon and a son with actor James Tupper.
United Way of Eastern Maine has partnered with Penquist to bring back the Fill the Bus event. Volunteers collected school supplies for children in need at Walmart locations in Bangor and Lincoln. Renee Muscatel says the program is a way to help parents get their children ready for the school year.
It's really expensive to get kids back to school. We all know that. And I think now more than ever, we are all feeling the pressure and the prices. And so this is just a way to really ease some of the financial burden that families are facing.
United Way will also hold a Fill the Bus event for Somerset County on August 27th, where donations can be dropped off at either the Skowhegan or Palmyra Walmart. While dinosaurs are long extinct, people's fascination with them is still as alive as ever. Today marked the first of 3 days of the Jurassic Quest event at the Cross Insurance Center. Our Dylan Holloway was there, going back millions of years in time to give us the story.
The Jurassic period has been described by scientists as having been the golden age of the dinosaurs. And while this period ended about 145 million years ago, Jurassic Quest is helping dinosaur lovers experience what it was like when these awesome creatures ruled the planet.
Basically, what Jurassic Quest prides itself on is educating families and communities.
Jurassic Quest has invaded the Cross Insurance Center to give folks a weekend full of prehistoric fun. Dinosaur trainer Brainy Betts says this is the first Jurassic Quest to take place in the state of Maine. She says Jurassic Quest works closely with paleontologists to make sure everything is as scientifically accurate as possible.
And we believe that paleontology is something of a gateway science, so it leads to interest in things like biology, which leads us to our own ancestry, as well as astronomy, and even zoology, and many, many other different fields. So we're very excited to bring that to Maine for the first time ever.
Brainy Betts says tickets to the event sold out quickly, but there are still upgrade features and add-ons available for purchase.
You ever seen dinosaurs in person before?
No, because they're extinct.
Yeah? But they seem to be around here. There's a baby one right over there. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Some of the activities happening at Jurassic Quest include a fossil dig, arts and crafts, dino rides, and the chance to meet and interact with baby dinosaurs like Tina the T-Rex.
Awesome. Can I pet Tina real quick?
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, oh yeah, she's very sweet. Oh goodness, Tina, stop.
All types of dinosaurs can be found at the event, such as the Utah Raptor, Spinosaurus, and this reporter's personal favorite, the Dilophosaurus. Jurassic Quest runs until Sunday night. For information on future events, visit JurassicQuest.com. Reporting from Bangor, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
It looks like a lot of fun to be had there all weekend long. Thanks for that, Dylan. And when we come back, we'll have our full 5-day forecast, so stay with us.
Tonight's lows are just below average. Looks like Bangor's sitting at 54 degrees. Our usual low around this time of year is 58. So further on, will we see the highs get a little warmer or cooler? I'll have that coming right up.
Up and Spoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Spoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Shopping for a used vehicle? What's important to you? At Down East Toyota, we listen and we deliver with Toyota certified used vehicles.
Customers want newer, low-mileage vehicles thoroughly inspected with no surprises.
Warranties, roadside assistance, and Carfax history reports.
New car financing rates for qualified buyers.
Used Toyotas have a great reputation, and we have them.
The best new cars make the best used cars.
All roads lead to Down East for Toyota certified used vehicles on Wilson Street in Brewer.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
Ever wondered, wouldn't it be great if I could get my McDonald's chicken favorites with an extra kick of spice? Your flavor buds are in luck. Spicy chicken nuggets are seasoned with cayenne on the outside and made with all white meat chicken on the inside. And the spicy crispy chicken sandwich is topped with a spicy pepper sauce. And suddenly, your flavor wish has come true. For a limited time, get a spicy crispy chicken sandwich or spicy 10-piece chicken McNuggets free with the purchase of $1 or more, only in the app.
Up and Spoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Spoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
You give me the correct missing lyric, I'm gonna give you $1 million. Yes!
Niecy Nash hosts Don't Forget the Lyrics, part of $1 Million Music Monday on Fox.
Welcome back. Your main weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives 1 full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks, the nice car and truck people. All right, as we take a look into the highs for today, right now in Bangor, the high today was around 78. Closer to the coast, we can see it was 77, Rockland 77 as well, and a little cooler up north, Holton at 74 degrees. Now, taking a look at the lows for tonight, they're a little chilly, but they're right near average. Bangor sitting at 62 right now. Deer Isle down by the coast, 63. And up north, we do have some much cooler air sitting at 51 in Clayton Lake. The highs tomorrow will ramp up a bit. We'll see, near average temperatures again, just like yesterday. Bangor, we will see 78 degrees. And then, the more north, Clayton Lake, you'll see 68. So a 10-degree difference. We have some much cooler air up north. Taking a look at the temperature trend, we can see that we're going to increase a little bit throughout the week. We'll get to the lower 80s by Monday and Tuesday, and then the temperature will take quite a drop by Wednesday, getting into the lower 70s. Looking at the Muggy meter with these temperatures out there, it does show that we're in a pretty comfortable region for most of the weekend. And then it looks like, by Monday night, it is going to ramp up to that muggy region, and it will stick around there by Wednesday with dew points in the 60s. So make sure you spend some time outdoors for this weekend because we'll have some beautiful weather. Taking a look from afar right now, there's nothing really going on. We do see some cloud cover, maybe a few scattered showers, but other than that, nothing too severe out there. As we take a closer look, we do have some increased cloud cover coming from the south, but it may just bring some partly cloudy skies overnight. Nothing too much to worry about. Looking at the futurecast, there is a big storm that's going to come to our east. It's going to bring a lot of rain right through here, and then it's going to bring some scattered showers into our area just to the east of Bangor and up by Holton. But it just may be a drizzle here and there, so the rain won't be too much. Looking at the wind speeds for tonight, we have a outstanding 15-mile-per-hour wind coming from the northwest by Bangor, and then by the coast is actually much calmer. You can see 3 miles per hour by Bar Harbor. So it looks like in Bangor right now, we do have some gusty winds. Other than that, maybe pretty calm everywhere else. Going into tonight's forecast, we have a low of 57 degrees, and it will be mostly cloudy with some breezy winds from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking into tomorrow, the high will reach 78. We have some mostly cloudy skies, and there might be some lingering thunderstorms that come occasionally here and there, and the winds again will be coming from the north. Taking a look into the extended forecast for you guys for this week, Saturday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 78. We may have some rain coming in Sunday. Monday and Tuesday look gorgeous out there with highs in the lower 80s and mostly sunny skies. And then Wednesday, we may have some more rain coming with a high of 72. Peter?
All right, looking like a great day tomorrow to get out and about. Thanks so much for that, Chase. And sports is next with Tyler Cruz, so stay with us.
I'm sorry I said your guy is a joke. He's not the GOAT, but he's not a joke. Babe?
Cold shoulder, warm things up with a Mitsubishi electric heat pump from Dave's World, the GOAT of heat pump installers.
Big trucks rule the road. They're dangerous, and they can cause big, bad injuries. But the big trucking companies don't stand a chance against me. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
For over 17 years, ADA Fence Company has been offering top quality fences at the best price and doing the job right the first time. Choose from vinyl, ornamental, wood, rental, and chain link fences. ADA Fence Company also builds kennels, enclosures, and gates of all types and sizes. Proudly serving Eastern and Central Maine. Call ADA Fence Company today at 1-888-891-4564. ADA Fence Company, the professional fence people.
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday all day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with french fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with french fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
The $1 Million Music Guessing Game is back.
Beat Shazam!
With the best dad and daughter team.
Dad, do not embarrass me.
Beat Shazam, part of $1 Million Music Mondays on Fox.
Welcome back in. Thank you for staying with us. 2021 was a breakout season for Maine field hockey. They had been knocking at the door of an America East title for years and finally pulled it off in shootout fashion versus Albany. And now they return in 2022 ready for their first title defense. Dave Peck has more.
I had an old coach that used to say your championship is won months before you begin. And it's when other teams aren't putting in the work and our team is.
Maine Field Hockey has officially clocked into the 2022 season, holding their first full practice on Thursday morning.
It does feel like the first day of going back to school.
It's just getting the kinks out and getting to know each other at first. You can't expect perfection right away.
But as defending America East champions, expectations for the Black Bears remain high, especially with last year's goalkeeper of the year once again anchoring the back line.
Being able to get a fifth year because of COVID is not something that people usually get the opportunity to do, so just having that chance, that was enough for me. Like, being able to play with this team another year and being able to get on the field one more time, like, why would I not do that? I think you'd be crazy not to, right?
While Borley comes back, the Black Bears enter the fall without reigning midfielder of the year Cassandra Mascarenas and All-American Hannah Davis.
We're definitely going to miss him a lot, but as seniors this year, we're just trying to continue what they started.
That starts with grooming the youngest sleuth of Black Bears and getting all 7 freshmen up to speed with Maine's championship culture.
Instilling that in them first, I think, is key to not even just having success in the field, but having a successful team dynamic and team-like relationships.
They may have youth, but they also bring back plenty of experience and a target on their back as defending champions and the top-ranked team in America East's preseason poll.
We'll get stronger as a team as we go, and the way that we play together will get better.
Next Monday, the Black Bears will suit up for an exhibition game against Boston University. Then it's on to the real thing.
It's always nice to get a game in, and then you figure out all the faults and you get stronger from there.
Reporting from Orono, Dave Peck, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
And thanks for that, Dave. Looking forward to watch the Black Bears in their title defense this fall. Staying on the University of Maine subject, former Black Bears hockey captain Mitch Fossier is coming back to Maine for the first time since graduating a few years ago. Instead of Orono, it will be Portland. We announced earlier in the week that Fossier has signed a contract to continue his professional hockey career with the Maine Mariners. He had been chatting with former Maine assistant Ben Guite when he was still at the helm of the Mariners, but even with Guite taking the head coaching position at Bowdoin College, it was still a pretty easy decision to make for Fossier, who spent his last season as a pro in Slovakia.
I was just looking to come back and get my feet wet in North American hockey again. And at the time, Guite was the coach, so he was pressing me pretty hard to come there. And obviously, I know Portland well, know Maine well, and love the spot. So a few other buddies that play there, I know how great of a city it is. Nice facility, so it seemed like a pretty easy decision.
Fossier says he owed it to himself to give it another go back in the U.S. and to try to reach the highest level of hockey possible, and playing for the Mariners is one way to do that.
I feel like I kind of owe it to myself to at least come back here, grind it out for a few years. If I fail, I fail. At least I did it, and if not, then great. So I think for me, it was just something. It's like, this is, as a kid, you want to play professional hockey and give it an honest go, and I just kind of felt like I hadn't done that yet.
All right, moving on to some football now. Finally getting to that time of the year, right? Just 30 days from the first NFL Sunday of the year. And on Thursday, we got our first look at the Patriots. They hosted the Giants for the first preseason game of the year. It was the Giants coming out on top by a field goal at the end, but it was good to watch the Pats. We got our first look at some rookies yesterday. Mac Jones didn't play. A lot of key veterans were sitting out for this one, but I personally was really paying attention to rookie offensive lineman Cole Strange, who was out there getting his feet wet for the first time, and then rookie wide receiver Tyquan Thornton, who proved he was more than just a guy with a quick 40 time last night. Here he is scoring a red zone touchdown on their second drive of the game.
It was just basic fundamentals. It's something that we worked on, throughout the week, putting emphasis on the red zone. And it just goes to show that, hard work definitely pays off.
Yeah, on a scramble, it looked like he just came back out of the route when Brian scrambled to his right. And, Tyquan came back out, and that was a good red area scramble play. It's fairly common. Those happen a lot, but they did a nice job executing it.
Definitely looking forward to watching the Patriots this year and just looking forward to football season as a whole. I'm a big fall guy, Let's head over to some basketball now. Some big news out of the NBA on Thursday, and it's not news anymore that Celtics legend Bill Russell passed away last weekend. The NBA announced Thursday, though, that Russell's number 6 will be the first number to be retired league-wide. Players already wearing number 6, like LeBron James, will not have to change their numbers, but Russell joins Jackie Robinson and Wayne Gretzky as the only athletes to have the entire league retire their number. Every team will wear a number 6 commemorative patch on their jerseys, and every court will have a number 6 in a green clover in their rafters to honor the legacy of the NBA's greatest champion and the civil rights champion. Alrighty, that's all for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Not all states have tax-free weekend. We thought you should too, so why wait to buy a mattress? Right now, get 15% off or get up to 60 months no interest. Oh. It ends Sunday.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Prescott. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward, getting the power back on. We've done that for years, and we'll continue to do that.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
The ABC 7 and Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WA Bean & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Herman Meadow Golf Club, Billings Road, Herman, Maine's most family-friendly golf course, or Chase's Family Restaurant and the Hideaway Lounge, open for dine-in, takeout, or curbside. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Many states have a tax-free weekend, but you can save too. Meet Bridget to find that perfect mattress and get 15% off or up to 60 months, no interest. It ends Sunday.
Judge and the Yankees battle Bogarts and the rival Red Sox. It's Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
A country superstar will deliver a historic performance at an upcoming award show. Global Citizen recruits some of music's biggest names and more. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Music stars take action. Lorde returns for more scares, and Brown makes history in the Hollywood Nation. Kane Brown is making an unforgettable appearance at the upcoming MTV Video Music Awards. The country superstar will make history as the first male country artist to ever perform on the iconic award show. He will headline the Toyota stage for the TV debut of his new single, Grand. The ceremony airs live from New Jersey, August 28th. Ryan Murphy is bringing back a few familiar faces to the next chapter of American Horror Story. According to Deadline, Zachary Quinto, Patti LuPone, and Billy Lord will return for season 11 of the horror anthology series. It's expected to premiere this fall. I don't mind. And music giants line up to perform at the upcoming 2022 Global Citizen Festival, Take Action Now. taking place September 24th with dual shows in New York City and Accra, Ghana. The all-star performers include Metallica, Mariah Carey, Jonas Brothers, Usher, SZA, and Her. The event is a worldwide campaign that calls on world leaders to take action toward ending extreme poverty. Both concerts will air live on ABC, FX, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Twitter, YouTube, and more.
Promise that you won't let me fall.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Cruise lovers will be beyond excited to get on board as Royal Caribbean is dropping its vaccine mandate for certain cruises. Royal Caribbean International and Celebrity Cruises will begin relaxing vaccination requirements at certain ports this September. According to a report by USA Today, passengers sailing from Texas, New Orleans, Los Angeles, and some parts of Europe will be able to travel without being vaccinated. Travelers will still need to test negative for COVID-19, though. A spokesman for Royal Caribbean says these rules are subject to local restrictions. A new study suggests digital devices may be beneficial to hyperactive children. Scientists at a Hungarian university studied kids ages 4 to 6 years old. They found mobile devices don't make kids more hyperactive than they already are. Scientists say hyperactive kids need to keep their alertness level. And video games and movies on mobile devices can help with that. A new survey finds nearly half of American teenagers say they are on the internet almost constantly, and social media plays a big role. The Pew Research Center conducted a survey of more than 1,300 teens aged 13 to 17. The survey found that TikTok and YouTube are the top social media platforms for teens. 95% say they use YouTube, while 67% say they use TikTok. Instagram and Snapchat are not far behind, but the rate of teens using Facebook is falling. Only 32% say they use it. In a 2014 and 2015 Pew survey, that figure was at 71%. A new study suggests people should consider using salt substitutes to cut down on health risks. Researchers at the George Institute for Global Health in Australia say using salt substitutes with potassium chloride can lower your risk of heart attack, stroke, and cardiovascular disease. Through combined studies, the scientists found consistent drops in blood pressure regardless of age and history when using potassium chloride substitutes. People with certain conditions such as kidney and liver disease and diabetes should take precautions when using these substitutes. Fast food value menus are starting to dwindle and become more expensive thanks to supply chain issues and inflation. Value menus offer customers cheaper meal options, but in 2021, fewer than half of the value and combo meals were available compared to what was promoted in 2016. According to management consulting company Technomic, the number of value meals on menus decreased by more than 5% in 2021. Fuel, labor, and other prices have increased during inflation, causing profits at some restaurants to take a hit. Businesses have also increased prices and cut down on portion sizes to try to offset rising costs. You can now get some of your favorite summer flavors in your favorite bag of chips. Doritos announcing it's releasing ketchup and mustard flavored chips. That's right. They're based off of some of Canada's best-selling varieties of the snack. Both flavors will be available for a limited time and sold only on Frito-Lay's own website, snacks.com, with a large bag costing around $5.50. I don't know how that would be, but you know what? I've been known to maybe put a couple potato chips on a burger, so maybe a couple of those wouldn't be too bad. I don't know, though. All right, that's all we got for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good one.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.
You know what this even is? This is stuff that I've had for you for like a long time. You want to see it? Alright, okay, cool. This. There you are with your mommy. When you talk about Anna Nicole, there were a lot of happy moments for her. There was a lot of highs before there was a lot of lows. Let's see, this was a Blondie t-shirt. We went on a date, Who's that cool guy?
Please stop. Like I already told you before. Please stop.
She thought I was cool. Anna should be remembered as this larger-than-life figure that was really a caring, giving person, a beautiful lady who loved her fans and loved her family. That is a book that your mom had. She swore no one ever could touch that. Not even I could touch that. That is pictures of your ultrasound. Anna got to live her dream. She wanted to be a star. She wanted to be a mother. And Danny Lynn is her legacy. That's what lives on from Anna.
We should note tonight that the case for J. Howard Marshall's estate didn't get resolved until 2019.
And after all those years, Anna Nicole's estate was awarded nothing from the courts. That's our program for tonight. I'm Amy Robach.
And I'm David Muir. From all of us here at 2020 and ABC News, thank you for watching. Good night.
ABC Sunday. Pyramid is all new.
Hello, Newman.
Hello, Jerry.
Things a pirate might have a lot of.
Too much booty? You want to do it?
I'm always in the mood for too much booty.
All new Pyramid. ABC Sunday.
This is ABC 7 News at 11.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.